So today I'm going to show you how these silver dollars, Morgans and Peace dollars, used to be directly correlated with this dollar bill. Oh wait, that's a useless one. I meant to say with this dollar bill. Let's get into it.
But there's a couple things I want to go over before we get into the video, and that is, in no way am I trying to get you to like and subscribe to my channel. But on the other hand, if you have an unhealthy addiction to gold, silver, and numismatics like I do, you're in the right place. And as viewers, you don't get the recognition that you deserve. So I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my content. It helps me out tremendously. With all that being said, let's roll it.
Look at how big the dollar bill used to be. I'll get one out to show you the comparison here. Look at that. Now, I don't know the percentage of how much bigger it really is, but it used to be worth something too. Our cash didn't always used to be empty promises, so let me explain. This is a silver certificate right here. Now they also make gold certificate ones, but they get pretty expensive, and I like to just stick what I can physically show you guys with, but I might just throw in a picture for you guys there. They also made some of these ones later on that were also silver certificates. They just got a little bit smaller, and I believe 1927, 1928, I think they went from the large bills to the smaller bills. Now, most of us have heard of silver certificates before, but not a lot of us, even the ones that have heard a lot about the certificates, know the history behind them. So let's go back to the beginning. And I'm not talking about like the late 1700s. I'm talking about 1873, when the Coinage Act was signed into law, essentially placing the United States on the gold standard. Another one that we have heard a lot about, and where we also believe that we should go back to being placed on the gold standard to back our currency when our money actually meant something. And prior to 1873, anyone could take their silver to the mint. It was usually miners could take their silver to the mint and leave with silver coinage. So they could exchange it their silver for, Morgan dollars, or obviously these weren't around, the peace dollars, but later on they could exchange them for peace dollars also. And so they could take their silver in and they could leave with silver coins. But the Coin Act put an end to that, and the public was pissed. I mean, just straight pissed. And the Coinage Act became known as to the public as the Crime of 73. And after so much blowback, Congress passed the Bland-Allison Act of 1878. Now, this act required the U.S. Treasury to purchase $2 million to $4 million of silver every month for the production of silver coinage, which would once again monetize silver. And so the U.S. decided to start making silver certificates. Now, like I said, the silver certificates used to be this large. They used to be big dollar bills here. That's kind of a cool back right there. I think most of us are familiar with just this right here, but that's what the back used to look like. So these denominations ranged. Now I believe, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but in the beginning it used to just be $5 bills and up. But later on they started making them gold or silver certificates into $1 bills also. So these range from $1 all the way to $100. And there were benefits to this. Believe it or not, there used to be benefits to having cash. So instead of carrying around in your pocket or storing at home X amount of silver coins, you could go to a bank, a federal bank, and you could exchange your silver and just carry around a silver certificate. You know, it'd kind of be troublesome carrying all this in your pocket back in the day. And you could easily just exchange it for a bill and then redeem it back whenever you wanted to. Which means that every silver certificate was backed by silver that the bank stored away. So I can't see it too much on this one because of the stamp. But on all these bills, it said this certificate is legal tender for all debts in public and private. So it used to mean something, and you can see on this one, it still says it at the top right there. So, you know, this is our current dollar bill. This is an older certificate, but the older one, let's see if I can read this. Silver certificate, or this certificate is deemable for all public. And I'm going to take it off camera for a second. For all public uses, and when so recovered may be reused. I am so sorry if I butchered that. You guys might have to do a little bit of research on yourself for that one. So we have our current day dollar bill, our old silver certificates when they became smaller, like I said, in 1927, 1928, and then our large silver bills. So this was done from 1878 to the 1960s. Like this one right here, I think this is a 1957 right there. But silver started to climb so much that a silver dollar, these guys right here, Morgans and Peace dollars, their worth was more than a dollar itself, ending the redemption of silver certificates in 1968. Now, I believe that there was a grace period of 5 years where they could still swap those out still for silver, but then after that, they just became just legal tender. You can no longer exchange them for silver coinage. So, I mean, technically, I could still break this out from this little cover right here, and I could still go use this as $1. I won't, because obviously the numismatic value is worth more than its face value of $1. As you can see, you know, this one right here was $2.50. Have a couple more of them that were, you know, $7 a piece. And I don't stack these, you guys. I think it's just cool just to have a couple of them to pass down, see what our dollar bills used to be actually worth something, and backed by silver, where we could take it in and we could redeem them. Now we're stuck with this sad little thing where, you know, I'm just throwing a number out there, but it seems like it's taxed 64 cents on the dollar, and it's not worth anything. And yes, I know I'm talking about all this probably makes you think of, pre-33 gold, but that's a whole nother story for another day, and I can do a video on that. I know a lot of us know pre-33 gold also. And it's sad that this is what it's come down to, but I always do love going to my local coin shop and, exchanging this fake stuff for the real money. So you can still turn this into something that's just costs a little bit more. Guys, like always, if I forgot anything or got a date wrong, go ahead and throw that in the comments. Paper currency is not my specialty. I love the silver, but I thought it was cool to present a little piece of history and what exactly started the silver certificates, and now you guys have a little bit more knowledge on what that is. So hopefully you guys take something from this. That's all I got for this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.